Lincoln Consolidated Schools has been around since the 1920s. We were rural schools that were separated out in farmlands and brought together on one piece of property. We have 8 schools in our district, and we have about 3,800 students here in our population. And we are a school district that's on the rise. We are a community that's growing. Back in 2018, we applied for the Michigan State Police Grant, and through that grant process, Sonatrol actually reached out to us. And I had a brief conversation over the phone of kind of what we were looking for, what we were trying to do and trying to accomplish in the school. Based on that really quick conversation, we kind of hit it off. I put Sonatrol in the room with our architect and with our construction management group and my leadership team, and we were able to look at all of the things that we were trying to accomplish. And once we put that plan together, the Sonatrol team was fantastic. And when I mean fantastic, they were everywhere. So it wasn't just the teams were here on site, but I was getting constant communication from the command center, the operations center. I didn't have to worry about having to constantly follow up with what they were doing and where they were at and what they were accomplishing. From a customer standpoint, that's exactly what I want. We have added emergency beacons so that when we have lockdowns, there's a flashing system to alert folks. We have surveillance systems. We have cameras at door entry points. We've created some secure entryways, so folks have to come into certain areas before they can just walk into the rest of the building. We can remotely lock and unlock doors, and we can set timers on doors to have them opened or closed. Those are some really key factors, but probably the #1 factor of all of the systems is the behind-the-scenes applications that ties everything together. At the end of the night, when all my buildings are armed, I get notifications that tells me they've been armed and who's armed them, or if they're opened, I know who opened them. So that side of things, to me, it's just been fantastic. So the world that we live in, I mean, obviously there's threats all over the place. We are in a small community, we're in a rural area. We don't really see a lot of threats that come into our school district per se, but based on what's going on globally and the threats that are out there, there's always concerns from the community and from the staff and from the administration. The overwhelming response I get from staff and from community members is joy that they feel to know that their precious children are coming to a place where we have systems now that directly tie to local law enforcement, and that means the world to them. It gives me peace of mind to know that I'm working with a company that cares about us as a school district and cares about our kids and our community. Sonatrol brought a lot of things together for us to take a vision that we had in our head, put it on paper, and then put it into reality. I believe the system that we put in place here, working with Sonatrol and working with the other groups in law enforcement, this should be the model that should be used across the country. But bottom line, I mean, I'm very thrilled with the overall process of what we've done with Sonatrol.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank the school districts, both in Michigan and Illinois, that have allowed Sonatrol to work with them in addressing their security needs. Our entire team is dedicated to work with these schools to provide a safe and secure environment for both their students and their staff.